This segment's called Yeah, No, Just Got On With It, eh?
Please let me start.
Oh, I want to start.
Let me go first because mine's more of a gently approach, and then we'll at least get some runs on the board before we get bowled out.
Okay.
That's from Alec. I planed 3 of my fingertips off with a battery planer while slapping up some ply on a ceiling. Did it on the first sheet. Finished all 20-plus sheets with one hand, and it shows. Just got on with it, eh?
Yeah, this from Brian Bacon. Cut my hand on a combine auger razor sharp. Wrapped it in duct tape. Finished combining for 3 hours. Went to the ER, got stitched up. Doctor said, point blank, what the heck is wrong with you? I told him I had to finish a job, didn't I?
That's right. That's stickability we know and love on farm.
This one from Aaron Bennett. Dude I worked with a couple of years back took a chunk out of his knee while grinding down some concrete on a new build swimming pool floor. Just duct taped it up and, got on with it. Thought it'd be a good idea when he got back to the yard to pour acetone straight into the wound. This from Amy Collins. Just got on with it. My darling ex-husband, who has a paralysed right arm and titanium rod from his right hip to his right ankle with no knee in the middle, from a previous motorcycle accident, fell off motorbike riding with our kids one day. The kids were so excited to tell me about Dad's stack, and I asked him how bad he stacked, which he picked up his paralysed arm with his non-paralysed arm and said it was only this arm to show me that his arm was in fact broken at a 90-degree angle in between the wrist and elbow. I said, WTF? His response, it's all good, I can't feel it.
He snapped his radius and ulnar, 2 bones.
On an arm that he already couldn't feel. So he had a spaghetti arm and then just snapped it because oh my gosh.
And we'll leave it there.
Just going on with it. David, as a teenager, I was riding a bike with my cousin slowly, not paying attention, and my cousin says, telephone pole. Instead of just putting my foot down to stop, I swerved and hit the wooden pole with the side of my face, grazing the hell out of it and getting a bunch of splinters. Spent about half an hour getting the splinters extracted by my mother until about an hour later I came flying off my bike into a brick wall. Hands and wrists first. Walked the bike up the hill in pain. Carried on with the day until it hit about 9 p.m. Then I was in too much pain to sleep. Turns out I'd fractured both of my wrists. Both wrists ended up being in plaster and arms braced out from my body for about 6 weeks.
Lucky Danielle. I was 16 working on taking down a wall. I had been told that the power was off, so I proceeded to pull the 400-volt 3-phase socket out of the wall.
Oh.
This, however, had been on load for 20 years, untouched. Upon unscrewing the box, I got a bit of a shock. Which meant that I found the screwdriver 30 metres in front of me and myself outside of the building that I was demolishing. Last one from me. This is from Linda. My mum rode motorbikes, and she arrived home one day carrying a block of ice cream. She hit the curb, launched her motorbike into a wall, smashed the wall to bits and her bike, but managed to save the ice cream.
Yeah.
Just got on with it, eh?
Just got on with it. What happened?
Delivering freight a few years back and moving some shit around in the back of the truck and snapped me distal bicep tendon.
Oh, yeah.
He watched me bicep just curl up towards my shoulder. Thought it was pretty tender. Pretty tender. Carried on to the next job, driving around delivering freight. Honestly, mate, it just turned into a big ball up by my shoulder.
Oh, that's so grim.
This one here from Estelle Utting. My mum pinched her finger between 2 gates at the cow shed, which amputated her ring finger just past the knuckle at the tip. She rubbed some udder cream on it, finished hosing out before shooting off to feed the calves, then drove herself to ED. She's back in time for afternoon milking, and that's when she found the end of her finger still stuck in the gate.
Chicks are tougher than dudes. Another example, Jennifer McIntyre. Was out riding my horse. Horse has a moment, I go flying off, commander roll, hurting like hell. WTF, I stood up, legs are jelly, meh, she'll be right. Kept riding homeward bound, about 2 hours, still hurting. Next day I thought, maybe I should get this x-rayed, heading home, doctor rings, get back here now. Oh shit, okay, yep, fractured pelvis. No wonder the legs were no good and felt a bit painful.
Samuel McLaughlin drilling a sheet of aluminium with a 6mm drill, supporting the sheet with my hand like the idiot that I am, drilled straight through the palm of my hand, Jesus style, wrapped it up with a workshop rag, a bit of insulation tape, then carried on drilling another 46 holes.
I just got on with it, eh?
This one here from Rennie. On my wedding day, for our first dance, my husband decided to surprise me with a little romantic dip at the end of our dance. So right at the end of the song, I was bent back, but my right leg and knee, they didn't decide to bend. It dislocated as I went down and then popped back into place as quickly as he brought me back up. My knee swelled up to the size of a basketball in seconds. I carried on with the party and a little bit more liquid courage. Went to A&E the next day where they were properly in awe and scared I hadn't immediately come in the night before. I went on my honeymoon in a leg brace, pushed around in a wheelchair for 7 days at Disneyland. At least I got to see things at a kid's level. Daniel just texting as well. Similar to the chick's mum that lost her finger while milking, I got standard milk in my coffee this morning instead of the coconut milk I requested. I didn't even say a word. Just got on with it, eh?
Don't build them like that anymore, Nathaniel.
Bullet.